Hey guys, welcome back again to Tales of Arise. When we last left off, we finally embark our journey to go through Lenegis. Obviously using the spaceship that obviously Alphen was on back 300 years ago that actually made it to Dana. We are using the same ship to obviously go to Lenegis. But the mysteries we uncovered on Lenegis was... You gotta expect those things we didn't expect. So, it seems that Lenegis wasn't aware of the happenings or what was going on in Dana. They don't know absolutely nothing what was going on with the crown contest. And it seems that they all might not know what happened to the other lords. So, and that's what we're going to be discovering more in this episode to see what is actually going on. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the episode. So yeah, it seems that not only it seems that the structure's changing towards the city, but it also a lot of people are confused.
This is crazy. This is crazy. How long is this gonna keep on?
I don't know. Normally we would have had orders from the top brass informing all the separate classes what they need to do. I thought that's happening. The whole chain of command in this city seems like it's broken down. Nobody knows what's happening. That doesn't mean someone somewhere isn't watching our every move. For now, we should see if there's anyone higher ranking around here. Maybe they'll have an idea about what we should be doing. The Zugos are going crazy, that's one thing. Checking around if there's anything. Okay. Tofu. The feeding pen in bad shape. Who knows how many people have died?
What happened to the Sugals? Don't tell me they broke out.
No. Luckily, we were able to seal them off before they got too far. It doesn't does much when they escape in other districts, though. If I had to guess, I'd say there are a lot of Sugals running loose throughout Lenegis.
And there are a lot more of them than us, too? What are we going to do? Our best soldiers are stationed down in Dana.
I think that's something that even they don't know. Okay, interesting. So I wonder if they're gonna touch more on Dohalim's past. Alright. This should be interesting.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Oh, she's so openly.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnigan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnigan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnigan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait. Don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Poor Dohalim.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
Oh. That's the other friend.
Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
Aww.
If things don't calm down soon, don't you think we should board a starship so we can evacuate?
We can't. You need to have the Sovereign's permission to enter a starship for anything other than the crown contest.
Well, there's this. Where's the Sovereign? Why isn't he here to lead us in our time of need?
People are desperate right now.
If the rumors are to believe, it's not just Sugos who are out of control.
Apparently a group of armored soldiers have started to rebel too. For all we know, we may be seeing the start of some kind of uprising. Don't you think so?
That's absurd. Who could possibly plot such a conspiracy if they think they could get away with it?
True. If you rebel against the sovereign, you're rebelling against the entire Renin civilization. It's hard to say one way or another. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Lenegis, which is no too little. Even an uprising? Who would start
I
such a
see a
movement?
medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Come on, give me a sec. I'm still looking around. Trying to check the map. Medical officer.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
We can do that from here? Do my eyes deceive me, or has my shop been blessed with Lord Dulalim and his servants? Is there anything I can help you with, my lord? And ranch. Raise, send, raw pig, miracle seed, sheep, miracle feed, chicken, miracle feed, pig, miracle feed, cow, miracle feed. There we go. Forge. Can we forge? Ooh. Glandius Rene. Ooh, that's a cool looking sword. Oh my god! A sulk shot. Oh my god, that thing looks crazy. Blackthorn. That's lizard fin, yeah. Do that. Well, there is things that we have to like look out for. Candice Renee. So these are like the cool looking ones who looks at that. It's got nice looking staffs, I do have to say so myself. Historia Rene. Interesting. Ooh. That counter looks nice. It's got even some spikes onto it. Wow, that's a cool looking shield. Farm fence. Yes, a lot of materials, and it's specific a lot of gold. Right, nope. Okay. Let's see. Actually, we should buy. See if there's anything in particular. Nah, so we have diamond armor, which I don't have enough for. Good luck, my lord. We, the citizens, are all confident that you shall do everything in your power to bring a quick end to this crisis.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Goodness, I never expected to be graced by Lord Dulalim and his companions. If there's anything I can do for you all, please, by all means.
Rest. We could do that. Yeah. Actually, no. Sashimi. Horse sashimi? I think I was right.
It is ours to serve you all, my lord, truly.
Actually, let me just cook. I think there's one. Was it? Oh, was it Duhalim? Was it Duhalim? Yes.
This is a true masterpiece.
I think.
No less than culinary art.
No. I'll have to check. I'm not sure if I have the recipe or... Let me just check. Skill panel. Oh. Core the ultimate ingredient. Mystic crest. We could do that though. Right. Grilled raw pig. I think we definitely have that. Yeah, the 2 side quests that we can't do just yet. For now. He has nothing left. Alright. Check proficiency. Favorite food meals cooked. This is just a regular sashimi, which I don't specifically have. A grilled raw pig for Dulhalim.
This shall suffice. Please.
Wow, that's some weird-looking meat you're cooking up there. What is it exactly?
That would be grilled rapig.
What? Whoa there! What's the big brouhaha?
It's Rapig! How could you cook something with such cute little eyes? What did it ever do to you?
I fail to see what the problem is. Rapigs are perfectly edible creatures. Having said that, I do realize it's become rather rare to eat them lately. What with people increasingly embracing them as pets and companions.
They definitely didn't fall out of fashion to eat because of their flavor, that's for sure.
Agreed. Rapigs have tender, fatty meat. The taste can take some getting used to, but I would argue that's part of its charm.
If the taste is too strong, I imagine you can either just cook it thoroughly or simmer it with some herbs.
In
to
another
mask it.
game.
Indeed. At first I wasn't sure whether to smoke it with spices or simmer it in water, but I opted to grill it as is instead.
Seriously, Dohalim? You have the weirdest tastes.
That's probably because when you live the life of a lord, you grow tired of most ordinary cuisine.
So you end up seeking out more unusual food. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, putting aside what it used to be, you've got to admit it does look pretty damn good. Meat is meat after all.
That reminds me. I do believe I once read in a book about rare delicacies, how one can go about preparing an owl. I suppose I won't have the chance to try it anytime soon.
Not with Hoodle, you won't!
I don't think it was insinuating with Hoodle. But that was funny. Alright. Rare food connoisseur. Alright. Max HE. Ooh. Maybe we try one more. Kisara.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
That was one cooked meal. Ah, there we go. Chief Chef. Okay. And now we select the one we want. Wow. We rested approximately more than 50 times at this point, which is hilarious. All right. Head in. Oh, what? These guys look weird. Much more safe.
Damn it. Lenniget's soldiers.
Wow, they look
Any way
cool.
we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
These guys look awesome.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight. Oh,
I am Lord Dohalim of Helden Menencia. I command you.
to the city must be a rape.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. Astro, get out of there.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
All disasters made one. Come forth and heal its security. This strike far beyond the darkest scale. I hold on to the
Shooting star? What? Wait, no, that's instantly. That's instantly. Excuse me, what did you just send? Hold on. Shooting star. Another combines Freeze Lancer and Holy Lance. To activate it, one art must be charged while the other art must be cast. Holy Lance and Freeze Lancer? To be honest, I actually want to try that. I want to try that combination now that I think about it.
illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer. Sleep now. I'll be saving this one.
Raging Luna Storm.
Shooting star.
My God. I just see this humongous thing and I just got that brought me a smile to my face.
Where are you going?
No further.
Join.
Light burst forth.
Radiant devastate. Glacial spear. Here's evil. Go kill him.
For us a path.
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
But this fight ends here.
Oh, that was awesome. Shooting star. It's like, what did you learn? I see this humongous ball. It's like, wait, what? What the fuck did I just witness?
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
That woman,
What with
possibly.
The Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron. We're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
I actually now want to check more. Oh, an art that combines spread and crossblade to perform it. Okay. Wow, that's awesome though. Now I'm interested. Right, shooting. Where's the shooting star? Divine streak. Divine saber. Shooting star. There's a lot of electricity here. I wonder if I combine shooting star with anything. Well, divine streak possibly. No, it's Saber. Saber and Shooting Star should be crazy. I'm ready. Very well, you earned a spot. What am I looking at? That's just a regular enemy. That humongous thing. I don't believe that. Okay, these sewers are.
Let's dispose of the trash. Chain between heaven and earth.
Shattering the pieces!
Healing
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
my judgment. A wailing banshee of lightning. Ray!
Right?
Heal! Here, let me help. First aid!
Yes. Oh my god, that's awesome. I think this is my perfect combination.
A wailing banshee sealed. I'm ready. Shooting bullseye. Where's that come from?
Wow, I'm astonished.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Fuck that. Hold up. Edit. You change leader. Don't care. Force Mantis.
I won't forgive you.
Armor won't save you! Take this!
Healing circle. This one's mine. I think I'll pass on the handshake. You do the same for me. Just what
Let's do. Oh, damn.
But this fight ends here.
I often just like to do this mystic art.
Far beyond the darkest sky. I hold thee.
Thanks.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for.
Mine.
Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Take this!
All disasters made one.
I'll smash you!
Here, let me help.
Oh my god. I just made a super huge laser beam.
Coming through.
Oh my god, Alphen, stop with your mystic arts.
Scarlet Inferno.
Chain between heaven and earth.
To be let
A
free.
wailing banshee of
I
lightning.
owe you one.
This one's mine.
Azure Storm.
Sealed.
Demon Fang.
I'll be saving this one.
Anything in armor is all mine!
That'll bring you down.
Demon Fang.
Shooting
No
star.
further!
Now for some here's a healing art. First aid.
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
Eat dirt.
In here.
They
I'll be
smite with
saving this
blackened
one.
blade!
I can do this all day. In here. Water. Hear my call. I'll be saving.
Armor won't save you! Negative gate!
Cyclone. Here goes.
This is looking good.
Again, Alphen, that's the third time.
In a bind?
Freeze Lancer. Tempest Whirl.
I'm ready!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
You're fighting enemy on enemy on enemy.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Eat dirt.
A chain between heaven and earth. If you won't bow out night, then you leave me no choice. Far beyond the darkest sky. Magic is there. Shooting star. Fake fly, blah blah. Gusty nail. Descent! Flashing Fang! Vanquish darkness!
Can you take it? Too fast!
Stand back!
I'll pick it up.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
That'll bring you down!
Oh my god. Everything is going crazy.
Flashing Fang! All disasters made one! Piercing the helix maelstrom! Vanquish darkness! Divine Streak! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
I just love magic. It's like this. You see this humongous ball. Doesn't matter what type of magic. If it's this ball of fire that goes a huge nuclear explosion, I would like, fuck yes.
Not on my watch! A chain...
I won't show you any mercy. Now you'll learn.
In here! Healing circle! Magic is there!
Oh, these guys are not ready. Here comes the ball.
Not today.
I'm only getting started!
I'm ready.
Vanquish darkness!
Double demon fang. I owe you one.
Come on.
In here! Lunar
All in order.
blah 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 magic! Maelstrom!
No further.
All disasters! Let the marksman handle this! I can do this all day! Here goes! That'll bring you down!
Demon fang.
I'll smash you!
Double demon
Here
fang.
goes!
I have no limits.
Here's a chain between heaven and earth!
Double demon
Healing
fang.
circle! A wailing dance! Divine Streak! Blah blah blah! Nail! You get it! Divine
Amazing.
Streak!
I can feel my power growing.
Right, let's see where we need to go. This way. Oh, already? Yeah.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
It's making us fight and fight.
Eat dirt.
Vanquish darkness!
To be sealed.
As if the normal creature crawlers aren't disgusting enough.
Take this. Take this.
Watch and weep! Maelstrom!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Killing
Here! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Water!
Sorry.
God damn. Often you're screwing up my combos.
Far beyond the darkest sky! Now you see what I can do! Healing circle! By the power of change! Too much to handle! All disasters made one! Come forward up! Maelstrom! Vanquish darkness! Divine Streak! Magic is there!
In a bind?
Gusty nail! You get the death! Where are you going? Barb, you get the death! Shooting star! Hey, go get him! Radiant
Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Burn in hell.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
We're just literally throwing everything.
No further! Helix of Purity! Maelstrom! A chain between heaven and earth! Magic is there! Divine Here goes! Take that! Take this!
Over won't save you!
Eternal devastation.
Too much. Elevation light.
No further. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Double demon fang. This one's mine.
All disasters made one! Come forth, the healers of purity!
Thank you for the healing.
Maelstrom! Vanquish darkness! That'll bring you down! Divine! A chain between heaven and earth. Blah, blah, blah. Divine!
Lord, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your watch!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
Go hit him, you alright? What happened? Alright, it says time to heal. I should give it more chance. Exactly, Kisara. So I'm actually gonna change her and adding her into the team. Or even Law. So actually, where did this go? Ooh, mystery.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Starting wind. Falling Blazer. Cross blade. Dance in the wind. Instant.
Down! You're on!
Judgment spin. Wind after energy. Annihilation. Annihilation. By the power of flame. Finish without a trace. Falling storm.
Armor won't save you!
This one's mine!
Judgment spin.
I'll tear you apart!
Healing spin. That's it. Falling storm. Sweet now.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
It's not Alpha, it's Law.
Chain between heaven and earth.
Can't get out of this!
Wailing down lightning. Never fit. Falling storm.
You require a head.
Air thrust.
Lightning strike! On guard!
Here.
On guard!
First strike!
Lightning strike!
Hurricane!
Falling storm! Do it! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Falling storm!
Freeze lancer.
Dazzling
I'll
spin!
smash you!
Crescent moon!
I'll tear you apart! That frickin' does it!
Annihilation.
You picked the wrong fight.
Power of flame.
Inferno crossing!
Arrow wall.
Look sharp!
Do it!
Awesome.
Explosion.
Everyone's still in one piece?
A lot of crystals here. And we have a herb. Alright, let's actually heal us. Just do that. Still have a long way to go.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Bring him down!
Freezing
That frickin' does it!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
Serpent knuckle!
Worth a shot! Watch for their ranged attack!
Excuse me.
I'll bring you
You learn stuff when I'm not using you.
between heaven and earth. Let me help.
All back here and now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Serpent knuckle! Watch this! Combat!
Lunar corruption.
I'll smash you!
Door with that
I'd let you all down.
Damn.
You have the whole thing! This one's mine! I'll bring you back!
In a vine?
lightning condensed. I'll bring you back. Magic
Inferno crossing! Their arcs were interrupted!
chain blah blah blah. Sleep now. Here's a healing art.
On
I'll
guard.
be saving today.
On deck! Going in!
Sleep now. I'll heal you now.
Falling storm!
Healing circle.
This one's mine!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Surprise! Falling storm!
I'm on it!
Inferno crossing!
get out of this! Burn in hell! Dark wind!
I never miss.
Wanna stay quick? Swallow this! It's showtime! Elfin! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Awesome.
I feel sprightlier than before.
So what did you learn, Kisara? Do you not learn anything? Slag assault. Glaze your pyre. I shall try those. Have that right. There we go. Just making things sure before we advance.
I won't forgive you.
Smash you! I see one, eh?
You should have messed with me! I'll punch that gun out of your hand!
Prepare to be sealed!
Eat that! Coming quick! We're on a roll now! That's enough!
The enemy wields arts too. We'll soon see about that.
Where's the board?
Wait! Perfect knuckle!
Stay
Blah, blah, blah. That's too much to handle. Blah, blah, blah.
Damn it.
This one's mine!
Perfect knuckle! Switch do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
You're
wide open. I'm on a roll now! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Healing
Now you see what I can do!
My shield!
I'll finish you here and now!
Raging cascade!
Swallow
In
this! Eagle side! Perfect knuckle! I'm on a roll now! I'll crush you!
Still waiting for the other mystic cards.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
The one like Alphen has another one.
I never miss!
Not today!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Too slow! Lunar Rip and tear! Eagle assault! Watch my water! I can carve through armor! First strike! I'll finish you here and now!
Do it!
Oh, that's a nice combo.
Lightning tiger blade!
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
21,000 gal, let's go. Right. Let us consume. There we go. You made it. Ooh, mysterious. Where are we? We're at a stage, are we? An arena.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Alright. There we have it.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
That's astral energy, right? Oh!
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same.
Huh.
We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Interesting. So everybody saw this.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
All right.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
We're judging. By the look of it, we're gonna be fighting. Because we have this here. We're ready for a big fight coming up. We better save. All right. Let's see what we're getting into.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
What? Master Core. What?
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Let's fight.
What? I've never known Faria to control singles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the zoo. Then we get some answers.
All disasters made one. Command strike! Now ignite game-like judgment. Divine savior! Talon hurricane! Down! I heal you all. Sorry.
Oh, you are gonna...
Damn, what the heck happened?
Healing circle. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation. Crescent moon. I got some fight. Healing circle.
How about this?
Worth a shot!
Oh, nice! She has a upward attack. About time.
Now you see what I can do. Resonate with the earth.
Ouch.
Not today.
Here in the sky is mine. All disasters made one. Call myself together. Nail-struck. Big darkness.
Finish it. Totally. In an instant. Impact block.
There. One more. Chain between heaven and earth.
Pieces.
Magic is
It's gonna attack.
right.
Take
Watch
this.
out. Barbie. Blah blah blah. Shooting star.
This one's all mine. I can carve through
Healing
all that.
circle.
Thanks.
Don't get in my way. Water, hear my call.
Damn.
Spread. Glacial spear.
Get out of the way.
Evil. Chain between heaven and earth.
Why is it coming after me? It's still coming after me.
I still got some fight left in me. Burning strike. Water, a chain between heaven and earth. Spread. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine state. I can do this all day. Here's a healing art. Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee. This one's mine.
It's go time.
I'll bring you back from death
Seal.
to this.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Save you. Can you take it?
I can do this all
Nothing gets by me.
by the power of
No
water.
further.
Annihilation. Mega ray.
Everything is getting red.
All disasters made water. Hear more. Healing of fury. Glacial spear. Pure evil. Vanquish darkness.
Forgive me.
Divine strength.
One final push.
Let's finish this off. I can't heal you forever. I'll heal you all. Take that.
On your
Healing circle.
Hold up.
Water. Hear my call. The new I'm ready. Foray.
Gotcha.
This one's mine. Here's a healing
In a
art.
bind. Rising one. Carve through armor.
Wait, that move.
Here comes the big one. Stay away from my friend.
I'm out of ammo.
Gotta heal.
First aid.
Make of the abyssal beast.
Ouch. You and Alphen gone.
Mega ray. Annihilation.
Down on the ground. Sonic spear.
Chronicles field. I still got some fight left in me. By the power. Can't be happening. I can't. May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Spread.
I'm waiting.
Here's evil.
Now you see what I can do. Bloody
Divine freezing storm.
negative gate. On your
Ice tornado. Raging storm. Sighting. Go. Select over. Chronicles
in a bind.
now.
No escape. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Awesome. Another SP increase. What else you got in your sleeve?
Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's
Preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Forgive me. Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please, can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit.
I mean, come on, we're friends.
I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed.
Well said.
Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm
Awesome.
glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Faria the pawn. Or not.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
Interesting.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Again. Oh, the moment of the ceremony. Okay. The Renas Alma.
What? So much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Wait, what? What? So what happened next? So that's the born. That's how the thorns were born. So wait, what would that Xion make?
Ceremony just now.
She's frightened.
It was more than that. What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Xion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe... Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that? If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
That's certainly true.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Xion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Damn it.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Turn back for the time being.
Just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
Alright. Faria Pawn.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
But someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
Seeing visions.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
Could be.
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Huh. Well, the moment of truth.
Soon, I have to be ready to face anything.
The only way is forward.
Whatever happens, I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Why is this giving me an option to save? Nourishing me while we at it. Definitely gonna have to buy some new heals. The moment has arrived. Let's head in. What secrets we will find. Okay. Oh! This is where...
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
The Forbidden Zone.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
So we made it. Let's see what mysteries we'll find.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test
No.
subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation,
That must be
NA.
Volron.
Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
Huh.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
But whom?
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Okay.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Aw. I was about to say, it's like, come on, don't blame on Dolan. He's just curious. He's into the mystery. We're all the same. It's like, let him have these questions. Select a topic to explore. Sovereign. The Sovereign acts... No, I'll just speak my normal voice. The Sovereign acts like as Lenegis' central control device for the spiritual channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Dadan subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possesses equal affinity for every astral element. However, such attitude is oh my god, I can't even say it right. It's such a tongue twister with all statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegus if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danan subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observations takes place. Select a topic to explore. The maiden. Actually, if Voldrin was a sovereign, then who was the maiden at the time? The maiden acts as the sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Renan subject serves its functions, providing the sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Rena's Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the sovereign's own powers. So wait, that mean Voldrin is a Danan? That's interesting. No, he's always been portrayed as a Renan, so why is he a sovereign? Sovereigns are normally meant to be Danans, right? So why Voldrin has sovereign powers? Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the sovereign has been observed to possibly impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trials activations of the sovereign without the maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the sovereign nor the maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause of the past sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. So this is Naori. Addendum 2. In line with the plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Okay, exit terminal. Okay, let's go with this one over here. Select topic to explore. Master Cores. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these Master Cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the Dark Master Cores is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Rena's Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a forceful crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of the tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Rena's Alma materializes. Be advised that activate Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Rena's Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Okay, Spirit Cores. Spirit Cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energies. When embodied in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in sugals to control them via astral arts. Oh, addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Okay. Select topic. Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During the next tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 element realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection of process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mentally aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a Master Core's powers. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in the position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Interesting. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject experimentation. Test Subject 10,105, given name Voldran. Generation NA. Unique Adjustment Index Ethnicity NA. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risk it poses surpass even those of last successful subjects. Of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. So, he's a Dana? That's interesting. Select topic. Sedative mask. Oh. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegus, additional device will no longer be manufactured. Brainwashing report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth.
This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test Subject 10,105 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Okay. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be modernized. Okay, interesting. That talks about the whole brainwashing. Lenegis. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as the stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spiritual channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until the phase, Lenegis serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the crown contest on Dana. Warning: any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zones. Any violators will be immediately executed. Interesting. Detachable harvesters. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves at the tip of Lenegis conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Dana waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed on each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy and mass. The accumulated energy is transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvesters 2 landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Wow, there's a whole mouthful. So that's been everything, right? Yeah. We checked overall everything. Which is interesting. No word, no comment? Just checking everything before we continue. So that's interesting. It tells us a little bit more about everything else and what everything functions. So it is interesting to hear. Oh wait, what's this? On operation table, many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from the operations on this. Interesting. That adds some depth to this place. So even everything's just like, I just want to keep going. The mystery here is pretty immense. But sadly, I'm gonna end the episode there. A lot has happened, a lot of truth has come up, and yet we will most likely come across with more mysteries and more truth towards it. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on to the next episode. Next episode, we're most likely going to be continuing on, and most likely even possibly see the ones behind all of this. Is it the Red Woman? Is it Volron? Or is it a complete new character that we yet have to see? But until then, peace out.